All right, well, it's been a while. We're back. Took a little break. Been out of town. Been very busy. Um, 4th of July was not too long ago. How was yours?
Good. Lots of stuff has happened.
Yeah, off and on. Yeah, there's been major cases, riots.
Yeah, right.
Egypt has a new government.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Revolutions and everything since we last had our...
Yeah. So how was your 4th of July?
Good. Good. We still have our fireworks in the backyard. So really
Right
good.
on. Yeah, I did nothing really too much. I barbecued with some family and
Has the amount of illegal fireworks staggered you? Because, oh my God, there's a lot of illegal fireworks.
well, where I live in LA, since I've been back, they've been nonstop all night long.
yeah.
Till up until I left. I came out here, this earlier this afternoon, and I could still hear them going off in midday.
Well, like, they're like the Disneyland fireworks. They
Oh,
go
the
up
motor
into
ones,
the
oh,
air
yeah.
and blow up. Like, those are very illegal.
And we
But
didn't hear-
everybody has them.
Yeah, we didn't hear really too many of them.
Oh,
where I
heard
spent 4th of July,
a lot of them.
but I knew I'm in Boyle Heights, so they're everything's just crazy madness there.
We had trouble keeping Austin and Emily paying attention to our fireworks because of how many there were. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, but probably sensory overload.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So 4th of July.
About 4th of July, real quick. Do you think that there will be, like, how many years? 1 year? 2 years? Before fireworks are just boring? Like, how many years? 10 years? How many years before they're like, fuck it, these are boring as shit?
I don't think so. They still have that fun novelty to them. And
It's
come on,
true,
it's a
but-
big ass explosion and lights. They're just fun.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're a lot of fucking fun.
And then they really, the only really 2 times a year we really see them, especially big firework displays is New Year's and 4th of July.
Yeah. You know what I mean, though? Like, there's so much new cool shit that, like, maybe fireworks aren't going to be that
because
exciting.
it's such an old technology.
Exactly,
Yeah. Couple things put together and boom. But I don't think they'll lose their novelty or their effect. Yeah, I don't know. They're still fun. At least I think so.
Yeah, they are. What's your favorite firework?
Snakes and sparklers.
God damn it.
No, I don't know. The motors are fun. I don't have like a particular favorite.
Yeah, I don't either.
I remember when we were kids, we used to mash up the piccolo Pete's. So they
Yeah,
had
that's what I
little
was gonna say.
explosion, Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody used to do. Piccolo Pete modifying things.
Piccolo Pete's. I don't think those are loud. I don't know. I guess maybe because I'm older. Certain loud noises just irritate me now.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, maybe it's just the local neighborhood kids doing them off all night long, and I'm trying to do shit,
Yeah, they're like, it's 2 days after 4th of July.
and I'm
Ooh.
watching something. I'm like, oh, come on now, really? Couldn't have waited for a commercial. Yeah, a lot of TV going on right now. Things that aren't on television. Good year for science fiction.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm a big sci-fi fan.
Yeah. Sci-fi's been hitting it big. Pacific Rim did really well in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. The last
I
movie I
haven't.
saw was Lone Ranger.
Oh, I didn't see that. How was that?
It's what it was. It was entertaining.
Was the ending shocking? Everybody said the ending was really good.
I think it was well done, and a lot of nostalgia, especially the music too, going back to like the old school, like the iconic Lone Ranger music.
That's cool.
which is nice. So it was fun, and the way the tale was told was pretty good. I thought it was pretty well done. It was funny, but it wasn't too cheeseball. That's sort of even though that some of the jokes in it were kind of stupid, but it worked. It wasn't one of those things where it was just too stupid.
Who's Johnny Depp with on this one?
Who was the Lone Ranger?
Yeah.
Army Hammer. It's a good name.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name. Who is that, though?
I forgot what other stuff he's done. He was. I'm just completely blanking on it.
Max Power.
Max Powers. Max Powers was a porn star, I think.
No, it's Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson took on that name.
Max Power.
Should have kept it.
Sounds like a porn name.
Probably is a porn name.
Yeah, so this broadcast itself is completely unique because we're experimenting with the new audio system. So
New audio.
so hopefully it works out a little better. We're still gonna work out the bugs. So mind the dust.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah. Anything you want to touch on in particular, or you just want to wing it? I say we just wing it because it's been a while.
Yeah, I say let's just wing it. I don't have any notes written down here.
So Amanda Bynes, of course, was in the news recently. She's one of our favorite train wrecks.
107 pounds. That's how much she weighs. Now, I had previously said that she had a really nice body, and now I'm scared. Why'd I say that? I feel like I'm endorsing some type of negative stereotype.
What was it like?
Gain a little bit of weight,
What
bitch.
was it like a Family Guy when Brian's girlfriend was bulimic? He just kept he's like, but she looks so good.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, and so she's been wearing wigs, and I guess she went into court wearing this teal wig fairly recently over in New York, and so I kind of looked it up, and I saw that I guess she had, mentioned that I guess she shaved her head or something like that because she damaged it.
Bitch messed up.
Yeah, and then
Bitch messed up.
And then we got on the subject of chicks with shaved heads.
Dude, yeah. Chicks with shaved heads, dude. That's an underrated thing. Like, girls are always like, my hair's really pretty, right? Well, like, fuck those bitches. Shaved heads are pretty hot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to agree with you. I mean, come on, Natalie Portman and V for Vendetta.
Yeah, okay. Classic bald head hot chick.
I mean, even
V
I
for
mean, not so
Vendetta.
much now, but even Sinead O'Connor back in the day wasn't that bad looking with a shaved head. You probably.
I'm gonna
remember-
get graphic, real quick. Have you seen that GIF? That's the correct pronunciation, of like that bald chick where they like jizz all over her head, like.
No, but
Well-
that is something I will be gonna run through a search engine
That's-
sometime soon.
Influencing my topic right now. Like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Even
I
when
was surprised.
even when Britney Spears shaved her head.
Oh,
number
granted,
2
spot, Britney Spears.
Granted, I mean, she's well, back then was really good looking, which
She's pretty good looking.
the thing is, I
bald hair.
thought she looked really good when she fucking got rid of the hair.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody says I was crazy, and granted, I probably am slightly, mental, but I don't know.
There's a little bit.
I think it worked.
Yeah, I think it worked too. You might not have a lot of experience with this, but there's a video game franchise, Mass Effect, and they had a bald chick that was really fucking hot too. And it was like, hey, this shit's catching on. Awesome.
Yeah, or even Aura Singh.
Oh, from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, see? Yeah, dude, number 3 spot. There you go. So,
Even,
bitches, like, if you mess your hair up, maybe you want to shave your head.
Well, it's an option.
It's an option.
It'll grow back.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, you can always say, like, it could be like a trophy. It's like an achievement for you. Like, I didn't even need this.
Oh, you
You
know
know
who
what I mean?
actually? I think it was last year, last football season. One of the cheerleaders, I believe, was from the Colts, shaved her head.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and
dude.
oh, it's part of the thing is one of the guys in there, involved with the team, has cancer, so support and all that other
Oh,
whatnot.
that's
She did
nice.
it. Obviously, she's a professional football cheerleader. They're all in
Nice,
top
dude.
shape and fit form. And she looked good still.
She doing a porno?
Who knows? Maybe eventually.
Probably.
Hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully. Come out here to California, San Fernando Valley is, the home of porn.
Not anymore. Do they do porn out here anymore?
Yeah, they still do, even with the newer legislation going in. But yeah, I mean, we're still the porn capital.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. Even some of I think Doc Johnson, the toy company, is located in the valley also.
It's called Doc Johnson.
Yeah.
That's a good name. That's a pretty good name. Good job, Doc Johnson. Good job.
Yeah, some of their products aren't too bad either. But that's another thing you could go on and on about.
We are not sponsored by Doc Johnson.
But we're open to it.
But.
That'd be fun to be sponsored by, or even like ID Lube. You know, I think they're located here in Los Angeles still.
I heard KY lube that they put that on the aliens from Alien.
But it makes sense to give it that gloss,
All
sticky,
the
yeah.
dripping and shit. Oh my god, that's KY. There you go. Best advertisement ever.
Yeah, one of the largest science fiction films of all time. Yeah.
It's scary and hot.
Yeah. I haven't seen Aliens in a while. It'd be another good thing to toss onto the ye old TV one day.
It's one of those movies where it's like the graphics are a little outdated. Like you can't really watch it in HD because it's like, oh shit.
Okay, makes sense.
You know what
Makes
I mean?
sense. I mean, granted, we could always watch the last one. Was it, Alien versus Predator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one would do better.
Speaking of old, dated science fiction, I was at the bar the other day when I came back into town, and I ran into a buddy of mine I haven't seen in a good couple months, and we got on the subject of science fiction or whatnot. He and I are always talking about random movies and just random shit all the time, and it started with he was asking me if I remember the name of a movie, and I didn't, and then we eventually tracked the name down, and I hadn't seen it in so long, so I watched it. I think it was yesterday morning.
Damn.
And
what was it?
It's called Saturn 3.
Oh, I like this already.
Harvey Keitel's in it. I mean, it's an old movie. I think it was released in 1980. So obviously it's very dated.
What's it about? Saturn in some way?
Well, there's a kind of like a Earth is overcrowded and food's scarce. So there's like a hydroponics laboratory on one of the moons of Saturn, which is Saturn 3.
Okay.
And there's Harvey Keitel plays one of the doctor guys, military that goes there to this station because I guess they're running behind schedule with the new robot, hoping to do it. But he's not really the guy who was supposed to be there because he failed his psyche eval, and he killed the guy who was supposed to go. So he's there, and there's only two people at the station. I can't remember the actor's name. I think it was Farrah Fawcett, and I forgot who else. And they're the only two people at the station, kind of running it. And so he's coming down to get them back on schedule.
I see.
And but he's not all there, and he has this robot that runs on brain matter for its own core of a brain. And he can control it. But since he's mad as it is, the robot itself takes on his personality because he taught it, because it gets tapped into his own brain. It's just crazy story, and it's some of it's kind of dumb, but it's fun. It was still fun to watch, even after not seeing it since I was a kid, and watching it now. I mean, it still kind of worked. I mean, some of the effects are stupid. It was cool because it was just a simple setting. They spent pretty much 98% of the movies all take place at this one station on the moon, on Saturn 3. So everything's isolated. They're stuck in there on a ship, and all the chaos that goes on. And
that's actually really interesting. Half of what I was thinking about when you were saying that was how they named the moons. They named the moons, I think they name them with letters instead of numbers, and then the date. I think it's like it would be Saturn C, 1976 type of thing, right? But Saturn 3 sounds fucking badass.
No, I mean, it was. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, dude, that sounds cool.
Yeah, you have to check it out.
It reminds me of Red Dwarf. That's another.
Yeah, similar. They're isolated, stuck there. Speaking of Red Dwarf, I've been watching. I think I'm on series 6 right now, and I'm going episode by episode.
That's a good one. I like the name of that one, Red Dwarf.
Oh, I mean, it's fun. I mean, it was cool because it's heavily character driven with some science fiction in it. Kind of like how Blackadder was. Just the core cast, couple people, small setting, and it's kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, they both have colors in their name: Blackadder, Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good, dude.
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf.
I know this is a little off subject, and it probably doesn't matter to anybody else unless you're into it. Do you happen to hear when the new House of Cards season is coming out?
No, I didn't. I need to finish the first season, dude.
No, it's great.
I'm right in the middle of the ending of it. Why haven't I finished it?
Well, true. You have no excuse.
Yeah, I have no excuse.
Yeah, I pretty much watched the whole season in the span of pretty much like a day and a half. Like it just, I just put it on one late night, and I kind of like kept going and stood up till like past sunrise, and because it was just so damn good.
So good.
Yeah. House of Cards. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it's a really cool political show. It's borrowed from England, or the first time it was done, but the American version is awesome. I mean, Kevin Spacey is in it. He plays this awesome character. Yeah, it's great.
Kevin Spacey, he's so good.
Yeah, Kaiser Soze.
Damn, he's so good. He's good in like everything. God damn it.
Oh, I like when he's like a villain and like villainous type. And
He's
stuff.
a really good
think
villain.
He even when he was it the Superman movie, not the one that just came out, but the one before it.
Yeah, that's true.
When he played Lex Luthor.
Yeah, and he's like, what does he say? Wrong answer, or whatever the fuck he says. Yeah, dude.
Kevin Spacey.
He's the man, dude. He might be like one of the best actors.
I love the character that he plays. Congressman Underwood in House of Cards. I think the character's brilliant. I think he does a great job at it.
So good at it. Yeah, he's scary good at it.
I
like his accent.
Even when he breaks the fourth wall on it, it's perfect. It's not overly done. It's so subtle sometimes. And
some of the best scenes in that show is when he just looks at the camera
and just his expression is not. Or
that's so good.
You're in on it. You're following the whole entire situation.
To deviate for a second, have you ever seen Brothers of Anarchy? Is that the name of the show?
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. Have you ever
Not
seen
really.
that?
I've seen parts of them, and it kind of really didn't grow on me too much.
Nathan showed me like one part of that show, and I can't like stop having nightmares about it. Like it's pretty fucked up. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get around to watch it, but I'm already invested in so many shows as it is.
That's true.
I mean, that's one less thing for me to kind of having to absorb a lot.
I didn't watch the show from the beginning. He just showed me like that section, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, because I know Nathan was telling me he was getting like really into it once he got turned on to it.
Yeah, just that one part still scares the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah, I'm still watching a lot of British television, right? I'm still stuck on the Copper series that season 2 just started, and
British.
Yeah,
that's the way to go, dude.
It's on BBC America out here. But also like watching the Copper Hell on Wheels. This new season starting. I had to finish season 2. Right now I'm watching Under the Dome.
Under the Dome.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, dude.
I missed last week's and this week's, but I haven't. This one's DVR'd, and I could just go online and watch the other one.
Have you read the book?
Not really. I mean, I skimmed through it, but never really absorbed it. I just kind of.
I see. I have the book, and like.
I'll have to borrow that from you.
We'll have to do some sort of.
I'm a quick reader anyway, and I'm actually in between books right now.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be a good time to jump on it.
That might end up being a really good series.
I liked. I mean, even just the beginning, that opening effect when the dome came down and the cow. I mean, did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
I mean, that was awesome.
Pretty good, dude. Yeah.
I mean, that and Defiance. I haven't had a chance to watch.
Damn. Yeah.
But I mean, I saw when it started and it was good. It's just conflicting with what I have going on right now.
Maybe we'll like set up some weekly reviews for some of those.
Yeah, we'll catch up and then like go on from there.
Yeah. Let us know.
Any other suggestions too? I'm always open to it. I'm always up to checking out what's new and what else is out there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's been incredibly hot lately here in Los Angeles.
Why? It's so hot.
Well, it is summer.
Yeah, but
and then we had that mugginess too, because we had that monsoonal whatnot come through. We had the brief rain. What was it, last weekend, I think?
Yeah, thank God. It was so hot.
I don't know. I'd rather have it just be dry hot, because it got humid and nasty.
Yeah,
I'm not
really humid.
I'm not a fan of humidity.
Yeah, everybody hates humidity, but...
It's just... Yeah. It's really hot and miserable, and just the humidity just amplifies it.
Pressury or something, yeah.
And I've been to parts of the world where it was incredibly humid, and granted, I was there for a good while, so I had
you
time
were in the rainforest or some shit, right?
Yeah, I had time to acclimate to the weather. I had a couple of days of just horrible, but then eventually you get used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just that initial shock, and it's just like, no, and then it's so generally dry out here anyway, so when it is humid, it's like you really feel it.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, I wanted to die. Why?
Yeah. I completely just lost my train of thought.
You'd think, like, We're on the coast, you know?
Well, granted, I mean, there's going to be some because we're so close to the ocean. I mean, we're not too far from where we're taping this right now.
What do you mean?
We're not too far from the ocean from here.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, even granted, we just shoot down, the 605. We could, we'll be right in Long Beach.
But that's why it should be cool.
Well, we're also where we are on the planet,
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's not hotter than other places like where Nathan's at in Arizona, where it's like,
You know what I think it is?
it's like a couple of degrees shy of the sun.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, it's probably because of all the gays. That's why it's so hot out here, right?
Yeah.
All them guys.
All them guys.
All them guys staying up our state.
And now they're taking over baseball. What was that story today that I forgot what it was. I just saw it in passing. I really wasn't watching the news, but I heard them talking about it, about how they're having like a no zero tolerance policy on kind of like not like an equal rights because they're already equal opportunity employer, but fuck, I can't remember the exact wording that they said, but it was perfect. It was about I don't know. Yeah, that was a fucking waste of air right there. It was. I'm gonna keep trying to remember, and I'm not gonna do anything else but trying to remember that stupid thing.
We'll play like trivia music here.
Trivia music.
Da, ba, ba.
Like our editing notes as we're going with this.
That's a thing for each sport, though, is, they had it with basketball, they had it with football. The first, it's the first player to come out.
I think that's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
And I'm I'm a big sports fan. That's fucking stupid.
It's pretty stupid.
I really don't care. And if you're on my team, as long as you're scoring points and doing well and doing your job, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Like, nobody would care if you scored points and shit. Score some points. Score a bunch of points.
Yeah, especially if I have money riding on the game.
Exactly.
And I don't care, gay, straight, whatever. You're not going to be my favorite person.
Just like in anything else, you have to be indisposable.
Very true.
Right?
And since it's hot, if you hear any background noises, it's because we have to have everything else open, so the sounds are coming in from the outside.
I wonder if they hear the crickets.
Fucking crickets. I almost thought I left my koozies at home.
Oh, shit.
I was like, fuck, my beer's going to get hotter when we're doing this, but I found them in my jacket pocket from last night at the bar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, last night I saw an independent film.
Yeah, what was it? Taco?
The Taco Maker.
The Taco Maker.
It was a lot of fun. I had a buddy of mine was in it.
Action-packed.
It had a lot of good action in it. It had it kind of reminded me like very Grindhouse-like,
Very gory. Was there a lawnmower gore scene?
No, and it wasn't overly
That's what I
done
want.
with some
Oh,
of
okay.
I mean, it wasn't overly gory. I personally I love a good gore bloody movie.
Yeah.
And it did have, but it worked for what it was. Granted, it was an independent film, so it's not going to be as sharp and polished as other things would be. But it still had
What was the blood like?
a fun story.
Is the blood too thin or too thick?
Some scenes there was no blood. Yeah, I mean it was all just. I mean it had its comedy moments. I mean it was
That
primarily
is
comedy.
obscene.
It was great. I mean it's like the old westerns. The shot and you just come down and there's never any splat of blood.
There you go.
And it worked. And those are some of the most iconic movies.
Yeah, that's true.
It had a lot of comedy to it, but it wasn't like too like fuckball cheeseball.
Fuckball, cheeseball, I like that.
It had a little bit of everything. I mean, some stupid one-liners, but that kind of fit. And then there was kind of like a weird dynamic going on with one of the characters about what he was doing, and it kind of fitted in there, but not overly done, so it's in your face like a personal dilemma where you're gonna try to get serious now.
I see.
But I had a lot of fun watching, and I was there with went up there, took the subway there with some buddies, and it was fun.
Is the world premiere? I saw that.
Oh yeah, the marquee. We were at the
World premiere.
Well, technically, it was a second showing. The first one was
On the moon?
last week. Yes, on the moon.
Oh, okay.
And it was last week, but I was still out of town. but they're doing the next screening, and they it was pretty much the same, I got to meet the writer, the director, some of the cast.
Oh,
So they were there, and
That's badass,
There
dude.
were some very, very nice people. It was nice.
That's fucking badass, dude. Gotta get that networking in, dude.
Oh yeah, of course we're talking, and
Conrad's the best networker, on the side note.
because I have diarrhea of the mouth, and I can have a conversation with pretty much anybody about absolutely nothing.
Behind the scenes, yeah, he does all the
I'm just fucking going and going and going. Maybe this is a good outlet for me to burn off some of this. Corey's like, finally, he could have an outlet. He could shut the fuck up for a little bit. Yeah, the only time I'm quiet is when I'm drinking. Trying to see what times we're at.
I don't know.
I can't really tell. I think it's doing that frame rate. I'm trying to have the monitor down over here. I think that's frames. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it.
I have no idea.
So anyway,
Oh man, so what's been in the news lately? Lots of people are shitting all over Obama. Everybody that even liked Obama is shitting all over him right now.
of course. I mean,
Gotta shit all over a president at some point.
they all got to get that brunt. You can't please everybody. I mean, even me, like I'm not completely thrilled with some of the stuff that's gone on.
Me too, yeah.
But granted, I'm not going to be happy about anything. I'm already, such a cynical asshole to begin with.
Yeah, it's true.
But certain things I think should have been handled differently, or gone a different route, or not done at all. But I think overall that it's not as overpowering to other stuff that was going on. When it comes to a basket of like how much shit have you done. It's like there's less turds in it.
Sometimes I wonder if they have like political tokens or credits they get when they're elected, and they spend them on certain things.
President should be like a game show.
Yeah, exactly. And then after they spent their tokens, they're like, "Well, I can't do shit now. Well, I don't have anything."
Use them and use them wisely.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're just like, I just gotta go with the flow for the rest of the period. I don't know. I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out. I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, maybe we'll develop that into something.
I have a conspiracy theory I guess we'll share on air, right? Remember how Kennedy was assassinated?
Yes.
On-air conspiracy theory. Well, what if Kennedy spent more than his political credits? And they're like, well, now we gotta kill you. And so like...
So it's like if you use them all, like time, like, what was that?
you go too far, we kill you, as an example. You know what I mean?
Well, then you expire. Game over.
Yeah, and then every
It's
president
like all the
after
lives you
that-
have on a video game, and after that, game over.
Exactly.
You hit reset and you sign.
Everybody else only gets like this much room. You know what I mean? You can only do this much you want. Otherwise, you
I
fall.
remember I read a short story several years back where you kind of everybody's living on borrowed time, and like and you expire, but you could buy other people's credits to extend your life.
It's like some Hunger Games shit or something.
I mean, it's a little different, but this is where like you kind of have like a clock and they could shut you off, and then you die. It was a book that had a bunch of short stories, and it was called Future Crimes.
Oh,
And
I like
it was
that.
several different writers, because they were
Future.
they were like 6 or 7 short stories in it.
Oh shit.
I think that was either the battery or the time, but anyway, we'll find out later.